I kind of went in a reverse order rather than. So I started off in high school being like, this is dumb. I knew right away. It's like, I'm not going to do this. Like, I remember I was dating a girl from a city school. And that was the promposals were a big thing there. So all of her friends were like, how are you going to ask her to prom? And I was like, I mean, we're dating.
Right.
We're just going to go.
See, I think you're all these cable kids. We were stupid. I think you're ahead of your time. You're watching Andy Griffith. You know how to be a man.
I know, yeah. Me and Opie are going to run by and ask her like gentlemen.
I think there's some truth to that.
However, then I got into a different stage of life where I was like, I went to a private Christian school. I worked at a summer camp. It was like every girl I meet is probably my wife. I need to take advantage of that. So then ages like 21 to 24 was like every first date was like a proposal. And I was creating the most elaborate first dates you've ever heard of. I mean, by this point, I'm exhausted. I got poor Rachel. I got nothing left in the tank for a proposal. I've already proposed 9 times, basically.
I proposed to you. I've already done it. I've used all my ideas.
You know,
Seriously,
that makes so much sense.
Cats have 9 lives. Men have 9 proposals in them.
Yeah, I ran out.
Them.
I've been on some of those before.
Yeah.
What's the most outlandish way you got asked out?
Like for prom?
Well, yeah.
Or just like any kind of creative first date.
You can, excluding my proposal of marriage.
Yeah, okay.
What? Yeah. To any first date or prom, don't overthink it. Just
okay. Prom, it wasn't anything. We didn't do those huge things, but I did have a all day first date one time where there were 8 different activities and events, and
he's like, pack a duffel bag.
No, actually,
get 2 cups of coffee this morning.
There were changes of
be a whole
clothes.
day.
There were
really,
yeah.
Walk us through it, please.
Yeah, what are the 8 different events? Like,
walk us through it.
What were the outfits?
Oh man, I don't even know. Okay, so I don't know the order, but we went to a cooking class and we learned how to make what are those little French cookies? Those tiny ones with the icing in between. Jake,
cigarettes.
No. Oh my gosh, why can't I think of the name?
Oreos.
No. You guys don't know. I'm looking at Trey. I'm looking at Trey.
Icing in between.
No
Oatmeal
way.
cream pie. That's cool. You made those. That sounds like an awesome day.
They're French, really. I mean,
cream is spelled CREME.
Yeah.
Macaroon.
Oh, that's my next guess.
We learned how to do that.
What time did this start, by the way? Was this like 9 a.m.?
Yeah, I think maybe 10 a.m. I don't know.
He's like, take a day off work and pack a duffel bag.
So we did that. We went ice skating.
Ooh.
We went rock climbing. We went, we painted, I think.
All the fine arts.
Yeah, wow.
Every meal was also involved because it was all day.
Yeah, of course.
I like the idea of him kind of telling you like, hey, I want to get you something to eat, but you're going to want to eat light. And you're like, okay, this guy. And he's like, no, we're going to go rock climbing later. We're going to be ice skating. We might get on the back of a Sea-Doo at one point.
Oh, escape room. That was part of it.
Oh, no. Just mono.
This guy, talk about 9 proposals, 9 dates in one day. He burned through every activity.
Putt-putt,
in a
movie.
whole town. Putt-putt, movie, snow cones. Oh my gosh. And you're like, we don't have to do them all today.
No, we do.
I think that might be it. But
yeah, we pulled up to the adoption agency, and that's when I drew the line.
I mean,
Humane
it
Society.
was very well thought out. Yeah, like you said, it was a full day of surprises.
This guy spent $375.
Yeah, more than that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
What's your most outlandish? Just ask a girl to coffee proposal.
No tipping.
So Derek did the setting up, and then I did the ruining.
Yeah, most people have just kind of like a linear trajectory to their dating. You're quite the bell curve.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. In the middle of my dating career, I went nuts.
And then you came down to like, you want to get coffee, by the way, you pay, I don't tip.
Can you wash this t-shirt for me? I remember one time asking a girl out at summer camp. So not even like a real date. Like really all you get at summer camp is you get morning walks because that's your only free time is before the campers wake up in the morning.
Right. It's like a fun Christian prison kind of thing. Yeah. It's like we're dating in prison, but there's only so much we can do.
During yard time, you can try to be intentional.
Don't leave the property.
Yeah. Before the prisoners wake up, we would take advantage of this time. And so I asked a girl on a morning walk.
Which, how early, by the way? So
this
people
would
know.
be
It's
like
very early, right?
You probably wake up at 6:30. You establish a meeting point at 6:45. You walk for about an hour.
Okay.
and it is electric. Oh yeah.
Wow. Nature's caffeine.
Some of the newbies, they would just walk around just like our camp. And everyone could see the date they're on. You know, they're like borderline exhibitionist at this point. It's like, get a room.
Yeah.
We don't need to see that. But not us. No, I'd take them. Not like
Into the woods.
I realized I was like, oh
Morning.
god.
Good morning. It's pretty dark out,
7
right?
Yeah.
Let's get out of here before the sun rises.
No one will see us.
Oh no, we were paved roads, just different. Whatever.
We got it.
Did you guys grow up reading the Choose Your Own Adventure books?
No, I had cable.
Got it. Yeah, you had Call of Duty. You didn't need this. These books were amazing. I think they were ahead of their time, or just they need to still be a thing. You would read like a chapter, and you get done and be like, there'd be like a suspenseful thing. It was like Criminal Minds before the commercial, and you'd be like, you just heard a knock at the door. What do you do? It was written in like second person. And so it would say, like, if you open it, go to page 37. You're like, whoa, I'm only on page 19. That's crazy. Like, if you do nothing, keep reading. And then there might be a third option sometimes. So you're all over this book. And it was so fun. Loved it growing up. I decided to ask this girl on a date via her own Choose Your Own Adventure book. This thing was a mess to create. So I'm like stealing paper from the office. I'm like handwriting all this stuff of like, if you want to do this, go to this page, and then there's all these options. If you want to do this, and so eventually she chose her own like Choose Your Own Adventure date,
Which
and so,
could only be walking. It all led to walking.
I don't think that was like by this point I'd been at camp a few years, so like I had more like privileges, and so like I could have taken a boat out, or we could have like gone paddleboarding, or we could have like
You were a good prisoner.
my parole officer liked me, and
Good reward, good behavior.
yeah.
Wow.
Good for you.
So you
A
literally-
conjugal visit at camp is when she lets you open her Bible. So that's really that was my privileges.
Yeah. Paraphernalia was like Bible verse bookmarks.
Yeah.
So you wrote an entire book basically to ask her out. Was this a one and done or?
This woman is now lesbian. So
She certainly chose her own adventure. So you're like, this was not in the book, actually. I thought this would
I
be
feel like
too.
I was very clear what your options were. What in the world?
You weirdly put that option in there. She just hands it back to you. She's like,
I've been thinking.
I skipped to the last page, if you know what I mean.
No, she's great. I think she was at our Boston show, which is fun. And we're still friends, but
Sure she wasn't at the Portland one?
could have been. I don't know. That wasn't in the book. But yeah, it was.
Good
Jake,
for her,
Jake's
good for
still
her.
writing her whole life. Just he's still sending
Yeah,
her
he's still-
Choose Your Adventure
It's hard to
books.
keep up. Now you're in Boston. And you're married. Now you're getting proposed to by someone else.
And I got
With
to figure.
another, I got to write them a book.